We are hours away from the debate that the world awaits. Finally, the Democratic nominee Kamala Harris will be going head-to-head, face-to-face against the Republican nominee Donald J. Trump. And this one is going to be a debate for the ages. The stakes are higher than they've ever been, as Donald and Kamala will go face-to-face for the first time ever, putting forward their policies, their plans, and also trying to gain an upper hand over each other as they look to gain the American voters' confidence. In my opinion, debates like these should never be taken for granted. As an outsider, I understand that many Americans might not realize this, but they're very fortunate to have debates like these and to have this level of transparency when choosing their next president, their next commander-in-chief. It is absolutely incredible, especially when you look at the many countries across the globe where people simply do not have this level of transparency when choosing their next leadership. So I'm both delighted and very excited about this upcoming debate between Harris and Trump. This is technically the second debate leading to the elections this year, but also the first for Kamala because the Democrats realized a little too late that they stood no chance with Joe Biden.
With dealing with everything we have to do with, look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Again, they only realized that after Biden's awful debate against Donald Trump, which once again highlights the importance of these debates when it comes to choosing your next leader. And if there were not enough reasons to be excited about this debate already, we've got a couple more. This debate will actually be historic, as it will mark the 7th time that Donald Trump will be making an appearance in a general election debate, which will be more than any candidate in the history of the United States of America. This, from my understanding, will also be the first time ever that a party's presidential candidate would have gone against not one, but two different candidates from the opposition party on their road to the elections. Truly interesting, I tell you. Also, as an outsider, I just recently realized this, that both the debates, the one against Joe Biden and now the one against Kamala Harris, both of them are being conducted by mostly left-wing media. First CNN, and now, of course, it is ABC. Donald Trump also recently commented about it, and in his comments, Trump called CNN surprisingly fair. He said that
CNN couldn't have been nicer. Dana Bash, you know what? I gained respect for Dana Bash and for Jake Tapper, because in my interview with Sleepy Joe, I thought they were very fair, actually. I was surprised. They were very fair.
But Donald Trump says that he cannot say the same for ABC, which is really left-wing media, and Trump calls it, which says a lot, even worse than MSNBC. Take a look.
I'm going into very hostile territory shortly on a debate with ABC, George Slopadopoulous and that group. And ABC, I think, is the worst of everybody. I think they're the worst. They're the nastiest. They're as bad as you can be. They're worse than NBC, which is saying a lot.
Now, speaking of the CNN debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden, the Democrats around that time had Trump's mic muted, which really backfired, as the silence, it made Trump look mature, it made him look way more stable and calm, while Joe Biden continued to mumble and stumble into his own misery. Obviously, not so surprisingly enough, Kamala Harris's campaign this time around, they want the mics to be unmuted because they don't want a sincere and a calm Donald Trump on TV. They want to present Donald Trump as a hothead, just like they did back in 2020.
Vote now. Make sure you, in fact, let people know you're a senator. I'm not going to answer the question.
Why would you answer that question?
The question is,
Radical left.
Will you shut up, man?
Listen, who is on your list, Joe?
This
Who's
is
on your
so.
That's right. This time around, the Democrats wanted the mics unmuted, not only so they could give Donald Trump a runway to crash his own plane, but also so Kamala Harris could do this.
Well, let's get
No, but Susan, this is important.
Susan,
I want to
have
add,
to
but
weigh in
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking.
I have to
I'm
weigh
speaking.
in.
Yeah, let's talk about packing the court then. Let's talk about the
Please.
fact. Yeah, I'm about to.
It'd
I'm speaking.
be important if you said the truth.
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking.
I have to
I'm
weigh in.
speaking. Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking. I'm speaking.
Known to have a prosecutor style, Kamala is not taking any chances this time around when it comes to Donald J. Trump. And according to sources, she has been hard at work preparing for the debate. She has apparently stationed herself in Pennsylvania, where she is doing mock debates with a Trump stand-in. And this would not be the first time ever somebody would use a Trump stand-in to do a mock debate, as Joe Biden has also done so in the past. On the other hand, though, Trump is taking a whole different freewheeling approach. And while Donald Trump has not officially revealed this yet, it is being reported that former Democratic Congresswoman Tulsi has been helping Donald Trump with his debate preparations. And if memory serves me right, back in 2020, Tulsi did a phenomenal job against Kamala Harris on the debate stage, absolutely shutting her up multiple times.
Which only makes me guess that she will, as president, continue the status quo, continue the Bush-Clinton-Trump foreign policy of regime change wars, which is deeply...
So with Tulsi's help, there could be no stopping the Donald. Overall, I feel that heading into the debate stage, Donald Trump has a much greater advantage and an upper hand over Kamala Harris. Obviously, Trump has been running his election campaign for a much longer period of time, whereas Kamala Harris merely started about 7 weeks ago. Trump is super popular among his own present voters, and his unfortunate assassination attempt only made him more popular even outside of that Trump MAGA circle. So Trump heading into the debate seems super confident. He seems electrified. He seems more energetic despite his age, which is 20 years of gap between Kamala and Trump. It seems like Trump has more energy, more strength and power heading into this showdown that will go down on the eve of September 10th, with very surprising endorsements and support from unlikely people such as Democrats' own Tulsi, RFK Jr., Obama's own half-brother, or Kamala Harris's vice president pick's own family. Trump has a lot of support and a lot of surprising and not so surprising people backing him. But do you think that Donald Trump will gain the upper hand on the debate stage against Kamala Harris? Let me know in the comments below. I will be reading and writing to each of you. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.